Morning! Welcome to Compliance Over Coffee. It's a little bit dark this morning. It wasn't yesterday, but it is today. We've got the lamp on this morning, but we've still got our beautiful daffodils this morning. So welcome everyone to our Compliance Over Coffee. And I think it's Tuesday today. I think it is. Tony's nodding, so I must be okay. Must be right. It's Tuesday. And this morning I wanted to talk to you about the regulations around annual training at least. And they are from Data Protection Act and money laundering regulations. And they state that you should have training in each of those at least annually and hold a record of it. Now the record can be a simple spreadsheet, simple Word document, something whereby you have put down who's had the training, what date it took place, what training it was, what level it was, pass or fail, whatever it is, and get a certificate where you can. And that's the easy bit. The next bit is, where the hell can you go for the training? Well, GDPR, to be honest, in the main, if you've got a reasonable knowledge of it, is the same for any industry. The only way that it affects our industry is obviously because we do a lot of direct marketing and how we do it to landlords, owners, that kind of thing. So there is a slight difference around that sort of topic for us, other than just your generic, accountancy office, say, or something like that. But generally speaking, data protection is the same principles across any sector. Anti-money laundering is a much more intense piece of regulation, much more heavily fined, and is being fined on a monthly basis at the moment. It's a topic that you need to know. And I've put in the title of this, Know Your Regulations. And I've got a little story for you this morning. I like little stories, but I've got a little story for you this morning. It's a true story. I haven't made it up, I promise. As you know, I chat to people regular away each week that ask for 20 minutes of my time to help them in any way that I can do with whatever it is that they're stuck on. And to be honest, most people coming into this sector, even those that are in the sector, don't know the regulations well enough. And this particular person I always ask people what they've got in place, gauge their knowledge. And this person stated that they'd done money laundering training with HMRC, an online course. And so I said, okay, so let's test your knowledge a little bit, just see what basic knowledge you've got. And I asked what levels they assess their clients at, and they hadn't got a clue what I was talking about. And this is the issue. Although the training might be with HMRC, it doesn't mean that it's geared to the level that you need to be able to run your business. That was probably just a basic piece of training about what anti-money laundering is in a definition. But there's so much more that you need to know. And if you don't understand it and you operate your business and then they come knocking on the door, and I don't mean physically knocking on the door, I mean sending you an email or sending you a letter, and you don't have everything that you need and the knowledge that you need, then you could be in trouble with a big fine. So please don't think that you can get away without understanding how it affects you. Everybody always perceives data protection and money laundering. Those are the only two that you need to actually have training at the moment, but there's about 15 pieces of legislation and regs that cover us. Please don't set up and run a business without having an understanding of them, at least a basic understanding as to how it affects you. So your training, you must have at least annually, data protection and anti-money laundering. There are some electronic training systems that you can use and do. There are other courses that you can use, but remember, if they're geared to a sector, it's usually estate agents. Now, estate agents do not work in the way that we do. Your knowledge, certainly of the money laundering regulations, has got to be good enough that you can understand what's being taught to the estate agents and convert it in your head as to how it affects you. And if you're starting out, I can tell you that your knowledge, unless you're in the legal sector and you already understand money laundering, your knowledge isn't good enough to understand which bits you have to twist and turn. So, cost effectiveness, some of the online ones, it's per course that you do. Some it's an annual fee. What do? We do, much to Tony's disgrace, and he really dislikes me for it, we do advanced money laundering. He's looking at me, and we do advanced money laundering, and we do at least one live, well, I'm saying live, online event at the moment. And we have a couple of, I think it's 2 or 3 different electronic systems that we use. Why do I do that? Because I have to have that level of knowledge to be able to explain it in plain, simple language to you guys. So I have to have that depth of knowledge to be able to make it simplistic for you guys to understand. And also I love it. So, you know, I'm a compliance geek. What can I say? As Tony says, I'm a compliance geek. So that's your training for today. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to mention was that because I really believe that there is a huge hole in the market as far as sourcing agents are concerned for AML and data privacy training, I'm now created a 1-day workshop just for data privacy in the morning, AML in the afternoon. You can get your certificate and prove your training, and it's £97 for the whole day, guys. So that £97 gives you your proof of training that you would need for HMRC for the 2 courses, but not just generic where you think you've had your training but actually haven't got a clue what you're doing. This is specifically geared down for sourcing agents. So that's what I wanted to tell you about. I'll bob the thread for you to go and have a look at the content of the course under this video when it's rendered and it's gone into the system. I hope you've enjoyed Compliance Over Coffee this morning. We will be back again on Thursday. Someone in the group asked us if we could do a Compliance Over Coffee for the application process for AML. Tony has a Gateway account that hasn't been used for that, so this weekend we're going to go step by step as far as we can do without paying and setting up a business, and then next week I will come on and talk you through what I've seen on the AML application process as far as I can get. So that's it for now. Have a fantastic Tuesday and Wednesday, and I will be back again on Thursday morning with you. Bye for now.